guys, I'm Manpreet and today I'm going to present you with a review of a book that is by a very famous author from India, and that is Black Suit Shoe by Navaneel Chakrabarti. Before we begin the review of this book, where I'll discuss the plot, the characters, the writing, I have a few things to tell you. First of all, the book was bought by me and a lot of you actually requested me to do this review, so that's why I'm doing it. Second thing, you might be seeing this dress way too often because I have decided I'll do all my reviews, at least for the day. For this day, I'll do all my reviews in this dress. So all my haters, you're most welcome to give me a dislike for wearing the same clothes. But the thing is, I am running a booktube channel, not a fashion channel, so I don't really care about the lipstick I wear, how I wear it, and the clothes I wear. Also, before we begin, this is a book which is meant for adult audience. So if you're below 18 years, don't watch this video. Although there is no adult content in this video, but the book is adult, so don't read that book, okay? The story of the book is about this author who is very famous right now because he wrote an amazing erotica trilogy, and he is out in front of the crowd for the first time, and he meets this mysterious fan and gets into a very, adult kind of relationship sort of thing, but things take a very dangerous, very creepy and very mysterious turn after this happens. That's pretty much what I have to say about the story because that's what it's written in the back of the book. It's a sort of erotica thriller again, and that's why I said people below 18 years should not read it. Now I'm gonna discuss the plot of this book. First of all, when I started this book, I had to see some similarities between another thriller, which is one of my favorites. Now, which I don't like, I truly like if you take a concept and do it in a better manner. But if you take a concept and you don't do it in a better manner, it pisses me off. So that is one thing which made me like, But otherwise the plot is really good because it has twists and turns and it completely, changes, and it doesn't really let you think what it really was. So it's a good thriller in that way. You would never have been able to guess what is gonna happen next. So that was pretty good. Otherwise there is nothing much to say about the plot. Now this book keeps you going because of the plot. You want to know what happens next after a point in this book. But like after 100 pages, I guess, you will be, like, oh, I want to see what happens next. So that is something which made me really like this book because yes, I kept turning the pages, which is obviously pretty good. Talking about the characters of this book, now there are 3 main characters, but the thing is I cannot reveal the 3rd character to you guys because then there would be a very big spoiler which I will give away. So I'm going to discuss only about 2 characters. Now this author is a character which I certainly didn't like. He is a sort of, I didn't like this character, and it's how the character is meant to be, I guess so, but that is how it was. But at the same time, I really felt like there were some things in this character which were like not like this character. So there were some abrupt things which happened which really irritated me because of the fact that this is this character you have made, and now this character does this entirely different thing which is not defined, which is not what this character would otherwise do, because this is how you have made the character be like. So unless you give me a good explanation about that, like why this character is like this and why he did this, I am not impressed, yeah. Then there is this creepy girl with whom this guy has an affair with. Now that is a character I really like because she really scares the shit out of you. She really gives you like, oh my god, what the hell is going to happen? So that is an amazing thing. I really would say that my ratings on this book are very much because of the one character I'm not telling you, and this creepy girl. This guy who is the writer, I hated him, and I think that's how it was supposed to be, but I would really have loved if the character was more consistent than it was in the book. Talking about the writing style, now I found it very simple. I found the plot good. I found the characters very good enough. There were these breaks in the book which I would say, which were like, after this point you have to push yourself to read, otherwise you would not read this book. And it happens for the first half of the book, and I think 100 pages, and that is something which I think a lot of you would even quit reading this book after that. So that I think I needed to warn you about, because you have to push yourself to keep reading if you really want to read this book, but otherwise I think you will just drop it because of that. Overall, I would say it's a good psychosexual thriller. It's not amazing. There are problems with this book, for example, inconsistent characters and the abruptness in the plot, but still it's a good book. It's a thriller which you would like. Obviously, I would want to say that there are much better thrillers out there which you should read, but if you really want to read Navneel Chakrabarti, this is a great book. Also, if you want to read an Indian author's psychosexual thriller, you should read it. I actually really loved how he played out the sexual part, because the last erotica I read by an Indian author, that was like beyond pathetic. Do ask me about it in some of the live sessions and I'll tell you the entire story, because it's a very interesting story about my career in this book reviewing thing. So I'll let you know in a live chat. If you really want to know, just ask me, okay? Otherwise, yes, I gave this book 3.5 out of 5 stars. Go read it if you want to read it. Otherwise, find a better thriller. Yeah, it is very, very evident that I am so confused about this review, because I liked this book but I didn't like it enough to recommend it to other people. So yes, that's my confusion sorted now. This is the review of Black Suit You by Navneel Chakrabarti. I did expect better from this book. I still plan to read Stranger Trilogy, because I am always so damn curious about the books which are selling so much and I want to know what's in them, which is making them sell so much. Anyway, thank you so much for all the people who have given their love to me and who actually trust me for my reviews. I try my best to put them in the most explicit manner so that you can make your decision yourself. This is my review and thank you so much for watching it. If you liked it, do hit thumbs up and subscribe, and also share this review if you want to, because the author is never going to. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Manvi signing off. I'll be back with another review video very soon in the same dress. If you want to hit a dislike because of that, do it.